All right, you guys, we're doing your past, present, future messages here. Past energy, Knight of Pentacles. So it feels like in the recent past you laid a slow, steady, rock-solid foundation, whether in your personal relationships or professional partnerships. I feel like you prioritize dependability over fast wins. I feel like that's your typical makeup, the way you are. You're someone who double checks things. You like to build brick by brick, proving your credibility. You're not generally the type to rush. And I feel like every step you take or took in the past was taken with immense discipline. The Knight of Pentacles represents, even in romantic relationships, a period of quiet commitment, stability, emotional reliability, rather than grand gestures or sudden drama. This relationship, perhaps, that you had in the past was grounded in showing up consistently, or that's something that you wished for from another person, offering practical support, and that slow burn of earning mutual trust. So the past energy looks, either that's the personality or the energy of the relationship with someone else in the past, or just in business, the way you approach things. The way you approach business in your romantic partnership is very similar. Okay? It's the slow build, brick by brick. Knight of Pentacles is long term. Page of Swords in the present energy, though. This is again a monitoring from afar. So right now, either you've got someone else who's monitoring you from afar, or you're doing this. In your romantic relationships, there's definitely someone keeping a watchful eye, scrolling through social media, analyzing past communications that you've had, silently observing behaviors. There's a desire to know the full truth before lowering defenses. I feel like this person that you talk with or are talking with right now is very curious. They're asking a lot of questions right now. They're very cautious. They're seeking some truth. They're seeking some clarity. They want to know something from you. So any communication, even if you're not communicating right now, I do feel like there is going to be some communication. There'll be a lot of questions. Or you'll have questions for them, right? Remember, these energies can be in reverse as well. In terms of your career, professional partnerships, I feel like whatever quiet routine that you've established, or you had in the past, or you were engaging with in a job, whichever, there's like there's a shift here into full investigation mode. You or another person are closely tracking performance, reading fine print, keeping tabs on competitors, vetting proposals. I feel like your present energy, some of you may have started a new job, or you're seeking a new job. I don't see you being committed to something right now. I feel like you are keeping your guard up here before agreeing, is what I'm getting, or before signing your name on the dotted line. You're not too sure right now. Looks like in the past you were pretty steady, but right now, you're not too sure. You need more information. Now, the future is the 10 of Wands. So this is burnout. In terms of the romantic partnership, I feel like something becomes way too heavy to sustain for you. I do. I feel like you're not able to sustain something with this, whereas before it was long term. And now there's some questions. Somebody is questioning a relationship, and there is a burnout. I feel like one person in this romantic relationship is going very steadily. The other person, not so much. The other person is having doubt and fear, and there's a lot of burnout because of this. It's crazy. I feel like this would be all your energy, but it's a combination. I feel like there's a question here about taking a relationship to a next level because somebody's tired of the way it's going. You know, this Knight of Pentacles, let me just tell you, there's two ways to look at this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is like the daily grind. It can be very boring. There's no spontaneity. The Knight of Pentacles is like clocking in every day, clocking out, just the humdrum. I mean, this is how you progress. This is consistency. This is practice. This is doing the same thing every day, the daily grind to be successful. But there's someone here who I feel like, and it could be you or another person, but I feel like there's another person here who's like wants more, because there's a sense of it's hard, it's difficult to sustain. It's becoming too exhausting, the daily. Yeah, there's no Knight of Wands here. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's good or bad. It just, someone's kind of bored with the relationship. It's very humdrum. Do you know what I mean? There's no like spice. There's no spice. There's a lack of spice. It's like just eating bread and water every day. It's very bread and water. It's kind of the same in the career thing a little bit here. You know, the daily grind of the career. Some people are just, they're fine with it. Some people are just totally fine. The bread and water, vanilla. And some people want wet nuts on their ice cream sundae. You know what I'm saying? And so maybe even on the job, maybe a lack of creativity. I feel like to keep something healthy here and to keep it going, I feel like there needs to be a sharing of the load, because something feels very heavy, like this heavy burden, or somebody needs to, sprinkle some hot pepper on this connection here. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're the one who's questioning this day in and day out. Where's it going? Where are we heading? Or the other person is questioning. Yeah, definitely feel that energy right now. Let me get a couple more cards here. Okay. There's a chain here that seems like it's impossible to break. There needs to be this energy of taking it one day at a time. There is some struggle here. Someone feels very alone in a connection or in a partnership, business, love. Someone feels like they're doing everything. Or they just don't know what's going on, like where it's going. Because it just kind of feels very, to another person, like we're doing this same thing daily. What's at the end of the tunnel here? Where's the light? Because it doesn't feel healthy. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like it's going in. It feels like we're just existing. Right? What's the goal? There's a lot of questioning. Bossy male. There's a lot of questioning in the present. Somebody's going to start asking a lot of questions. What are we doing here? It's something to do with a financial decision. What's our end game here? Are we going to combine finances? What's our outlook? We're doing all this, trying to get more money involved, more investors. Somebody's being very demanding in this connection here. Because if they don't get the answers, something's going to end. This thing is going to end. This is the 10 of Wands. This is the struggle coming to an end. This is the finale. This is like overstretched, overburdened. There's a lot of unnecessary tasks that somebody is doing. I'm getting the steady groundwork here with the Knight of Pentacles, combined with constant hypervigilance, eventually leads to an overwhelming load, burden to carry. There's a tendency to hit a ceiling when you're taking on every responsibility. You have to learn to delegate. Maybe you're the one who's being consistent and doing everything and questioning that. Why am I doing everything? What am I getting out of this, right? It's a very specific read. Doesn't make too much sense. Let me move on to, well, at least to me. Maybe it does to you. See what your charm is. All right, you've got a red wine glass here. So it's positive. The red wine glass represents celebration and success. So I do feel like in business and love, this is like raising a toast to a major milestone or some kind of an achievement that's shared. Enjoying the fruits of long-term labor in like your love life as well. This symbolizes romance, emotional depth, moving past a purely analytical mindset into the heart space, right? And it's heart-centered conversations, maybe over dinner, over wine. I feel like there's a talk or a conversation, but it's heart-centered, you know? But this is also overindulgence versus overexhaustion. You know, it's like a little bit of a warning here that's asking you to pause, unwind, and enjoy life's pleasures rather than letting stress and overwork consume your energy. So overall, there's this powerful journey from a steady, slow building foundation into a period of sharp observation, research, and curiosity. And while this careful vetting ensures every detail is in place, attempting to manage and control every outcome threatens to land you in hot water. And this red wine glass is pretty much saying, yo, take a pause, go relax, share the load, pour a drink if that's your thing. Or a spritzer. Make space to celebrate as all the achievements you've had, how far you've come, and how much you've worked so hard to build what you're attempting to build or have been building in your life. It's super, super important that you delegate if you have to ask questions or if someone's curious for you to asking questions of you, of like, what's the end goal here, the end game. Have that conversation. There's no sense in doing things day in and day out if you don't have something you're working towards, right? All right. Quick shot message. I'm going to leave that there for you. I hope you have a great day.